Hello and welcome to the 7th edition of SplashCast, a weekly podcast for water and wastewater industry professionals. I'm Isla Brookes, and here's what happened week commencing 6th of October 2025. This week's top story. An independent group appointed by the UK Competition and Markets Authority has published its provisional redeterminations on the price controls for 5 water companies that appealed Ofwat's PR24 decisions. In December 2024, Ofwat set price controls for 16 regulated water companies for the period 2025 to 2030, forecasting average bill increases of 36% over 5 years. Anglian Water, Northumbrian Water, South East Water, Southern Water and Wessex Water challenged these determinations, arguing that they would be unable to meet regulatory and environmental obligations. After 7 months of evidence gathering and analysis, the CMA Group has provisionally decided to allow an additional $556 million in revenue, around 21% of the $2.7 billion requested by the companies. Drought has been declared in Sussex for the area supplied by South East Water due to declining water levels at Ardingly Reservoir. The Environment Agency has changed the status of the areas around Haywards Heath and Eastbourne to drought. Hampshire, Isle of Wight, and the rest of Sussex and Surrey remain in prolonged dry weather status. The UK government has announced that 21,000 new homes are to be built in North Sussex, following a landmark agreement between government, regulators and industry, resolving a 4-year pause on development while safeguarding local wetlands and wildlife. Around 4,000 homes that were previously stalled will now proceed while enabling a further 17,000 to be built. Discussions were led through DEFRA's Water Delivery Task Force, a forum for government departments, water companies, regulators and developers to drive progress and resolve issues like this one. The Environmental Protection Agency's Urban Wastewater Treatment in 2024 report, released this week, shows that investment at priority areas in Ireland, highlighted by the EPA, is delivering improvements, with the volume of raw sewage discharged daily halving since early 2024. However, the EPA says wastewater discharges continue to harm water quality in rivers, estuaries, lakes, and coastal waters. The Environment Agency has issued a further 17 drought permits to Yorkshire Water to allow the company to conserve more water in reservoirs to secure public drinking water supplies. The new permits cover the southwest groups of reservoirs, which are on tributaries of the River Calder, River Colne, and River Home, and will last for 6 months. Yorkshire Water's current licences require them to release a certain amount of water from the reservoirs to maintain the health of the rivers. The Environment Agency has already granted Yorkshire Water 20 permits for reservoirs in other parts of Yorkshire. Over $10 million in water company fines has been channelled into clean-up projects to repair the damage done by sewage. Through the Water Restoration Fund, money from fines handed to 5 water companies will fund 51 projects across England, from active measures such as rewilding and restoring floodplains to funding for assessments of water quality and development of improvement plans. Anglian Water, South West Water, Thames Water, Yorkshire Water and United Utilities were forced to pay millions after causing pollution incidents between April 2022 and October 2023. In appointment news, the Climate Change Committee has announced 2 new appointments to the Adaptation Committee. The Department for Environment, Food and Rural Affairs and the devolved governments have appointed Dr. Michael Keel and Mr. Ian Dickey to the Adaptation Committee, which focuses on helping the UK prepare for and adapt to the impacts of climate change, such as flooding, heat waves, droughts, and rising sea levels. They have both been appointed for a term of 3 years, which will run from 1 January 2026 to 31 December 2028. Pennon Group plc has announced the appointment of Sir Andrew Haynes as a non-executive director with effect from 1st November. Sir Andrew brings extensive leadership experience from across the UK's transport and regulatory sectors, having most recently served as Chief Executive of Network Rail from 2018 to 2025. Eloquo Hydrock and Mecana AG have signed a long-term contract extension and reaffirmed their joint commitment to investing in PCMF technology in the UK. The exclusive partnership, which has proven to be a real success story in recent years, will continue into AMP9. The close cooperation between Mecana AG, a leading Swiss company in the field of filtration technology, and the British water treatment specialist Eloquo Hydrock has achieved significant milestones in recent years. Together, the partners have successfully established the innovative pile cloth media filtration technology with hundreds of successful installations across the UK and Europe, setting new standards in municipal wastewater treatment. The partnership combines Mecana's pile cloth media filters into a factory-built modular packaged solution that is designed and manufactured by Eloquo Hydrock at their facility in Cornwall. In acquisition news, Ground Control, the UK and US-based specialist in satellite IoT devices and cloud-based platforms, has been acquired by CLS, the global provider of satellite services for environmental monitoring and resource management. This acquisition marks the group's 18th since it began external growth initiatives in 2008. WSP has completed its previously announced acquisition of Ricardo plc, a global strategic and engineering consultancy firm headquartered in the United Kingdom. Delivering solutions that intersect the transport, energy, and environment agendas, Ricardo operates in over 20 countries across Europe, Australia, North America, Asia, and the Middle East. And finally, the countdown is on for the Hollywood Glamour Charity Ball, which takes place on Friday the 7th November at Titanic Belfast in Northern Ireland, in support of international charity WaterAid. The annual ball, organised by the WaterAid Northern Ireland Committee, made up of volunteers from across the local water industry, will raise money for a crucial new WaterAid project in schools, communities and healthcare facilities across Rwanda to improve access to clean water, improve sanitation services, and promote good hygiene practices. That's it for this week. Join us next Friday for another episode of SplashCast. Thanks for watching and take care of yourself.